You don't require a large parcel of land to keep dairy goats. You only require my main customers of this milk are mothers who have infant children. Why I chose dairy goats over meat goats is because I'm directly involved in both the direct and indirect production. Hello guys, welcome to Kafaranga Enterprise. Today I'll be taking you through dairy goat production, in which we'll be talking about the feeds, the breeding of the dairy goats, and how you will be able to maximize your profits as a young farmer like me. So thank you, subscribe and provide feedback on areas which I can improve. Karibu sana. So today I'll be taking you on the breeds that I have, how I'm able to manage on the feeds, and the byproducts which I'm able to sell and niweze kupata pesa kwa mfuko. So dairy goat farming is a venture that has been in the farm for about since 2015. So mine, I joined up and I'm able to assist in different areas on feeding, milking, and also cleanliness. The thing that mainly inspired me in goat keeping was the milk. Goat milk is quite nutritious and it is less reactive to people who are lactose intolerant. So a person who is affected by kujikunakuna akikunywa maziwa ya ng'ombe anaweza kunywa maziwa ya mbuzi, and for wamama wenye wamejifungua wanaweza tumia hiyo maziwa kwa watoto wao na pia kwa familia kukunywa chai asubuhi. So a typical day on my farms look like when I wake up in the morning, I first of all do assessment of the goats. So at 8 a.m. I give them a mixture of dry hay, which is mixed with the concentrates, the dairy meal, and some water to prevent the irritation. That helps in milk production and also supplement from the green grass. Mbuzi yenyewe inakulanga fodder and the dry hay is fodder. When you place it in the morning mixed with some dairy meal, you are increasing the appetite for it to eat the hay. After milking in 8, I put napier grass at around 10 after they have chewed cud. I allow time to rest the milk production, and after in the evening naziongezea majani ingine na pia nakamua jioni, so I milk in the morning and in the evening. Currently I have 5 goats in which I'm milking them in the morning and in the evening. I have the Saanen breed, I have the Togensberg and the Alpine breeds. So I do have a timetable in which at this specific time, time is for milking in the morning, the time for feeding. During daytime I feed them twice or 3 times per day, and in the afternoon milking. And during the daytime I gather the desmodium, the napier grass, I cut for them and I store them for later. So the biggest challenge is first feeds. During the rainy season there is a lot of feeds, and when jua ikiwaka zaidi the green feeds zinapunguka. So the biggest challenge is to store the feeds. For the green ones, you cannot store them for a lengthy period of time. So during kununua, I buy the hay in bulk. So I store the hay and also create silage during the off season. So silage is mainly comprised of mafefe, molasses, and dairy meal and some little bit of water. Prevention is better than cure, so I try as much as possible to avoid my goats interacting with the goats of others, so I've created a shelter for it. The second thing is when I identify a disease problem, I alert my veterinary, in which we are able to walk the journey together. The third thing is I regularly deworm. Deworming also is a factor in steady production of milk. I outsource. I like from a farmer I know. I go, I get the male one, it comes and stays here and serves my goats, and then after that, I return it back to the farmer. The goats for meat require a large parcel of land in which they are able to, you are able to kuzipeleka zikule, but for dairy goat, it only requires a small piece of space in which you outsource the feeds from different places, and then you come unazikatia katia alafu unazipea. Why I chose dairy goats over meat goats is because of the space. As the lands continue to reduce in size, I'm also able to consistently provide my product. Nisei kosa hakuna kuuza hakuna. So if I realize there is a problem with my goat, I contact my vet, I tell him the symptoms that I'm experiencing, and then if it's something that he requires to visit personally on the farm, he makes a personal visit. But if it's something that he requires for me to change, I am very flexible and I learn through the journey. So on average, my goats produce 2 to 3 liters on average, in which I am able to sell the milk, and some little I retain for direct consumption. So when it's at peak, it's supposed to produce, in one milking, it's supposed to produce a liter or more. And that is when you have substituted the feeds with concentrate, not just giving it napier or just grass cut direct from the field. So in order to maximize, you should also dig deeper in your pockets and buy some dairy milk for your goats. Currently, I have 5 goats in which I'm milking them. If you are able to do the math right, on average it will give me 3.7 liters of milk per day, averagely per day. Apart from drinking it as tea in the morning, I also make yogurts as a byproduct of the milk. So first of all, cleanliness is a key factor in this. The second thing is the wood. I raised the house a little bit high, so chini naitengenezea na mbao. To ensure that it is comfortable, it must be in a place which is clean, dry and warm. So my goats follow a diet in which I feed them in the morning concentrates, which is dairy meal, and I mix it with some dry hay to give it the pleasure of eating the hay in the morning. After that, I allow it time for them to chew cud. After like 2 to 3 hours, naziekea napier grass with a little bit of green grass. In the afternoon, after they have eaten and chewed cud, I give them napier grass and green grass, so as to give them jioni iweze kulala ikiwa imekula chakula. So I have planted some napier grass and desmodium in my farm, but sometimes nakomboa, nanunua kutoka kwa shamba za watu wengine. I do apply organic manure, in which the goat droppings, I mix them with rabbit droppings and also poultry droppings, and I do compost pit for organic manure. My main customers of this milk are mothers who have infant children or children who are lactose intolerant, as goat milk has a low fat content as compared to the dairy milk. And my second customers are people who have families and they are aware of the healthy benefits of goat milk. Some of the benefits of goat milk is that it's highly nutritious and helps also increase the immune system of infant children. The other benefit is that it has a unique taste, in which some people prefer goat milk over the milk of cows. The other benefit is that it has a low fat content, in which for children who have not started digesting the heavy foodstuffs, it is quite comfortable for them to drink the milk and provide all the nutrients required for the healthy growth of an infant child. The demand for goat milk is always on the high trajectory, in which the population, as the population increases, the demand for milk increases. I see the future of dairy goat farming being highly profitable, as the parcels of land are decreasing. So the pasture is decreasing, but the demand of milk is either increasing or steadily. To start with 1 or 2 goats for direct production and gradually increase to indirect production of goat milk. Direct production is the consumption I as an individual am able to produce and to uptake my product, in which this product will be dairy milk. But as you increase with the number of goats that you are keeping, you'll be having a surplus. So the surplus, you'll be supplying it to your neighbors and friends. Indirect production is a situation that you are producing goat milk for sale. I'm directly involved in both the direct and indirect production, where directly I consume my goat milk and indirectly I sell the surplus to my neighbors, friends, or people who are within my market range, even you the viewer. My long-term goals for my goat farm is to be able to produce kids which I'm able to sell to other upcoming farmers, and also pull more young people like me to do agripreneurship, in which they will be able to have something little in their pockets, and also they have to gain more interest. So when it comes to goat kidling, they give birth roughly 2.5 times in a year. So if you do your maths right, so twice a year you will be able to get kids. So they give normally giving birth through the birth canal. And in terms of complication, a vet can operate through a C-section and they help the goat deliver its kid. So in business, consistency is key, and when you are able to provide the goat milk consistently without variation or difference, then that means you're in business. So the moment a goat gets pregnant, there is a period in which there is no milking. At that time, I do outsource goat milk. So why mainly I major on milking is to be able to be consistent in what I do, that is production of goat milk. One thing most people don't know about goat farming is that you don't require a large parcel of land to keep dairy goats. You only require the housing structure and where you'll be outsourcing the feed. Dairy goat farming is quite good for the home consumption of milk, as you are able to reduce on the cost that you are going to buy milk outside, and you will be able to save on that cost. So my goat farm sits on half an acre piece of land. So I've maximized that parcel of land through planting of napier grass, planting of desmodium, and planting of arrowroots. both for the arrowroot itself and the vines, the arrowroot vines. And also I plant maize, in which I'm able, after harvesting the maize stalks, I cut them as fodder for the goats. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope that was informative, and I hope that you're able to pick 1 or 2 points on dairy goat farming. And I do believe you'll be better at this than me, and I do believe you, as a young person, you'll be able to venture and also to come and inspire others one day, one time. My contact is 0794 43 21 72, Eric Mwaniki Mureithi. I am located in Ngong, Matasia. And if you are interested in learning, purchasing a breed, you can contact me and I'll provide you on more information.